Good morning. I hope you're all really well. It's so cold this morning, it's freezing. So today, because it is a bit chilly outside and I think we've got rain coming, I have decided to spend the day indoors doing a few little bits and bobs that I've been putting off for a little while. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a tidy up, nothing major today, just a little tidy up. I need to put on the windows, I've got some mosquito netting because the second I open the windows at the minute, every bitey, stingy, mean bug is getting in and not being able to figure out how to get out, and I'm not brave enough to escort them. So I'm going to put some mosquito net on the windows today. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to be functional, and that's the most important thing to me. I've also got a teeny weeny little Morrison's delivery coming this morning via Amazon. You know, you can shop Morrison's on Amazon. So that's coming this morning with a few little picky bits for lunch and sorry, my phone's really distracting me. And some bits to make a cake. I want to do a bit of baking today. And I was thinking yesterday, you know, I could go into town and get all the bits, but because I don't drive, I'd have to walk them all back and they're kind of heavy. And I would end up just walking around the shops and buying a whole bunch of stuff I didn't need. So I decided to do an online shop with Morrison's on Amazon. So that's going to be arriving anytime now, between now and 10 o'clock. It's currently 8:10. Isabel and Adam have just left for school and college. I think Rachel's got work a little bit later on, but she's in bed at the moment. So yeah, I want to get on and do those. And if I've got time, I also have a few new plants to put out in the garden. Nothing major, just a couple of bedding plants that are going to go by the front door. And I need to film some shorts for the rest of the week as well. So I thought I'd take you guys along with me for like this little cozy, slow, getting things done morning. So I'm going to start off this morning with a little bit of tidying up. Nothing major, like I say, just a little bit of a tidy. I usually do my big cleans on Sundays now. I have decided my big clean day each week is Sunday. It's my first day off out of the 2 days off I get. And usually everyone's up and about because no one's got work or anything like that. So I have a big clean on Sunday. I also have to finish today if I can. I've started filming the house tour video for you. So I need to finish that today if I can, but the bits that I need to film are upstairs. So it's going to depend on what time my husband gets up. But I've also got work, so I might be overreaching a little bit. But anyway, let's get going. Let's get started with a little bit of tidying up this morning. Okay, starting off today the same as I do most days and getting the lounge sorted out. There's not too much going on in here today, so it's going to be quite a quick job, but I do need to clear the coffee table and give it a clean. I need to sort out the sofas, ready to film a short a little bit later on, and I need to do some dusting around the fireplace area. Moving now into the kitchen, I have a small amount of washing up to do. I usually do. I don't think I've been in there for the past 3 or 4 years and found there to be no washing up. So I'm going to get that done really quickly, and I'm going to give the worktops a quick go over. I'm very conscious at this moment that I need to get back into the living room because I have that delivery coming soon and I don't want to miss the door. We have a really strange knocker on our door. It sounds fine from the outside, but from the inside you cannot hear a thing, and a lot of couriers use it instead of the doorbell for some reason. So I want to be back in the lounge as quick as I can so that I don't miss the delivery. Okay, so I've had a little bit of a tidy up. Next job today is I've got this mosquito screening because it's got to the time of year where I'm opening all of the windows in the mornings. And of course, every stingy, bitey bug in the postcode is coming into the windows. So I wanted to see if I can wrestle this up this morning. It's just a big sheet of mosquito netting and some Velcro tape that you put around the window frame and you literally just stick it on. It's that easy. That being said, let's try and put it up. So install on this mosquito net is actually really easy. It comes with like a sticky back Velcro strip that you stick to the window frame. Obviously clean the window frame first, and then once it's dry stick the Velcro onto it around the window that you want the netting around, and then you just cut the netting to size and basically stick it on. It's really quite easy. I was toying with the idea of putting Velcro around the entirety of the window frame and then putting the net over the whole thing instead of just over the windows where they open. But I had visions of like a bug or a wasp or something getting in past the window and getting then trapped behind the net curtain on the main window panel that doesn't open and not being able to find its way out. And I had visions of myself getting stung or squashing the poor thing as I'm trying to get it out from behind the net, and it's not good. So I ended up only putting the net around the actual window openings, and then the main window pane is free of mosquito net. So far so good. I had the windows open pretty much all day after I installed the netting, and not a single creature got into the house. I'm very happy about it. I'm going to pop some onto the kitchen window over the weekend because obviously the second we open that we get every blue bottle in. I don't know, I'm hoping I can find a way to put it on the Velux windows upstairs, but because of the way they open, I don't know if it's realistic. One of my pet peeves in the summer, I like the summer, I do, but I like to sleep with the window open in the summer. And obviously mosquitoes are an issue then, and you're sitting there all night listening to the dreadful things coming for you. So I really want to try and figure out a way to put it onto the Velux windows, but the way that they open, I don't know, it might prevent that. I might be able to have them open a crack, but not wide open like I like them. So maybe just a standard net over the bed, mosquito net this year, will be what I need. But this is good for now. These are the main windows that I have open, the 2 in the lounge and the 1 in the kitchen, and probably my son's bedroom window as well. We'll be getting done over the next couple of weeks. And yeah, so far so good. Really easy install, relatively cheap to buy. I think it was only about £11 for all of it, and it comes with 2 sheets of netting, so plenty to do all the windows that I need to do as well. Moving on now to making a little short for you all. Today my shorts were the cake that I will make later in this video and the sofas. I think you will have seen both of those before this video goes up, but I'm trying to do 2 shorts each day so that I can get ahead of myself a little bit. Shorts are definitely the easiest type of video to film, however they are a little bit awkward sometimes. I don't want to repeat myself and do the same videos over and over again as shorts, so I am trying to think of like new things that I can make into shorts. And I think what I'm going to be doing in the future is 2 cleaning shorts a week, 1 gardening short a week, 1 cooking short a week, and 1 kind of decluttering and reorganizing of an area each week. And then of course there's the 2 days when the main video is up where there won't be any shorts. Let me know what you think. Okay, so my little foodie delivery has arrived. It's just a small one. I'm going to unpack it all and then I'll do a little mini food shop haul for you. I love watching those. I love to be nosy and see what everyone else is eating. So I'm going to get these unwrapped and then I'll go through everything I've got. Okay, so in my mini little shopping haul, I've pretty much just got stuff to make my lemon drizzle cake later, which I'm going to be doing with you guys, and some bits for lunch and just a couple of bits for the cupboard in general. So for the lemon drizzle cake, I've already got flour, but I've got some butter, some unwaxed lemons, some large eggs, some caster sugar and some granulated sugar. This is not a healthy cake whatsoever, and I kind of love that about it. I'm very excited to make this. And then moving on to lunch, I fancied a little bit of a kind of picky, dippy, crackery kind of lunch yesterday, and I still do, so I'm so happy that I ordered this. So I've got some caramelized onion hummus, which is my favorite. I like the caramelized onion one. And to go with that, I've got some celery sticks, some carrots, and some cucumber. I'm going to cut these 2 into like small little dippy sticks. And then I've got some garlic crackers and some garlic herb cheese and some salami and cheese just to have with like little crackers on the side. Also got some bagged salad in the fridge so I can make myself a little salady, dippy, munchy, yummy, totally unhealthy but gorgeous lunch. And then just general bits, like I say, it's only a small shop. I've just got some more bread because we get through it like no one's business at the moment. A couple of packets of cookies for the biscuit barrel. I probably won't see these. These will end up gone by the end of the night down the throats of my teenagers, most likely. And I've got another pot of the Twinings Swiss hot chocolate because genuinely my favourite hot chocolate at the moment. Really, really like this one. I'm looking forward to having some of that when I get home from work tonight. So that's my little food haul. I'm going to pop this away and then I'm going to get started with baking this lemon drizzle cake. Okay, so it's time to get going on the lemon drizzle cake. I've got my dish ready and I've got all of my ingredients weighed out for the first part of it. The second part, obviously the glaze, I will make once this is in the oven cooking. But I've got my camera set up so I can make a little show of it for you guys as well. And I've got my little book which the recipe is in. I will write down this recipe in the description, don't panic. Done this one before, it's really nice. And it's from this book, Cakes and Cookies, Gina Steer. It was very cheap on Amazon. We have this at work. And there were so many recipes in here that I wanted to try that I ended up getting my own copy. So yeah, we're gonna get started with the lemon drizzle cake. I'm excited. Okay, so I have adapted this recipe slightly because I have a slightly bigger tin than the one it asks for on the recipe. So on the recipe it asks for a 7-inch square tin and I have a 9-inch square tin. So I am just upping this a little bit, but as I'm doing it I will call out the measurements as is on the recipe, and I will put the recipe in the description like I said before. So yeah, let's get going. So we're going to start off with the caster sugar and the butter and we're going to cream them together. This is 125 grams of butter and 175 grams of caster sugar. I'm going to cream those together, which will take a little while because my butter is not as soft as I would like for it to be, unfortunately. It might take a little while. Do forgive me if I keep going quiet, it's just because I am stopping and starting my little camera, my little phone for the short. I feel like I'm going to need a whisk for this. See, this is the trouble with these silicone utensils, is you can't put any pressure on them, they just bend. Thinking maybe a little whisk might be useful here. Okay, that's about as creamed as it's going to get because my arms are killing me, so it's going to have to be okay. So now I'm going to gradually add 2 large beaten eggs and the flour, which I've got on flour, 175 grams of the flour. So I'm going to do a little bit of egg, a little bit of flour, a little bit of egg, a little bit of flour until it's all in. Have the camera going. Okay, so a little bit of egg and a little bit of flour. We're just going to do it like that until it all comes together and it's all used up. Oh, my arm is killing me. I tried to get the stand mixer out to do this because it would have made it so much quicker. But that's decided that it's not going to work. So down to doing this by hand, which is kind of annoying. So there we go. A little bit of egg. Oh, probably a little bit too much egg. A little bit of flour. And because I have increased this recipe, I might need to add a little bit of milk if it's looking a bit dry at the end. But I also have lemon juice to add to this, so I think I can bring in my whisk now. So I'm not worried if it's overly dry, because that lemon juice has got to go into. Yeah, that's better. The only trouble is it'll get stuck in the middle. Okay. A little bit more egg. A little bit more flour. Yeah, a bit too much flour now. See, I never used to do it bit by bit like this. I used to always just dump everything in and just stick it in the mixer and it'd go on with it. But doing the recipe properly, because I'm showing you guys. I'm so warm now. It's actually kind of a cold day today. I'm cooking. Okay. The last of the egg. The last of the flour. I'm going to take the whisk out now because I think this is going to dry down before I pop in that lemon juice. Yeah. Too dry for that little hand whisk. I did break my first spatula as well, trying to squash the butter. Oh well, these things happen. Okay, that's about as in as it's getting. Stop that video. Okay, so next I'm going to be adding the lemon juice and the grated peel of one lemon. I've grated it really finely because I don't have a zester, so these are going to be going in next. I'm going to pop that lemon zest in first. Gorgeous. And then the lemon juice. Oh, that smells amazing. That smells so amazing. Give that a whirl. Sorry if my hands are in the way, by the way, guys. I'll bring the whisk back in again now. That's a bit looser. I think I might still add a tiny bit of milk to this. Yeah. This is only because I've increased the recipe, guys. A little bit of milk. There we go. Just to loosen it off a tiny weeny bit. Ugh. Splash myself. That's better. So we've got a nice batter now. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Should we do a taste test? See if we need anything else. Let's see. Wow, that's good. Then Try and get as much as I can in there, because we want a nice big cake. Okay, let's spread that out. Oh my goodness, yum. Cake is my weakness. Cake and chocolate. And ice cream, actually. Cake, chocolate and ice cream. There's not really much hope for me, is there? But this is going to be amazing. Oops. Out of there. Okay. Level that off. It's got to be the thickest cake, isn't it? Even though I increased the recipe. I have to double it next time. Have a massive cake instead. There we go. So that's now going to go into the oven on 180 for 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, so while that is cooking, I'm going to have a little bit of a tidy up, and then we're going to come back and we're going to make the syrup that we're going to drizzle on the top, ready for when it comes out. I'm totally going to eat this because I'm a great big child, and I don't care because it's so good. Okay, so that's now in the oven. I'm going to very finely grate the zest of this second lemon. And then I'm going to squeeze the juice from it, put it through a sieve, and then we are going to be using this for the second part. Okay, that's the zest from the second lemon. We'll pop that into a little ramekin for now. Can you guys still see? No, there we go. Pop that into a ramekin now. So this is going to go on the top of the cake with some sugar. It's going to look gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Get this gone out of the way. So I don't have a lemon juicer either. Not very equipped to me. So I'm just going to stick a fork in here and give it a twist to get some of that juice out. It takes a while to get it going sometimes. There we go. And I will be straining this, so I'm not worried about the seeds and all that coming out, any pulp or anything. Give that a really good mash up in there. That's it, like that. And then give it a good squeeze. Same with the other half. Again, that first twist is quite difficult sometimes. Once you got it, you got it. This one's super juicy. I like it. Means we're going to get a really lemon cake. Sometimes you get when they're a little bit lackluster for the juice. Ooh, nearly wore it. There we go. And then I'm just going to pop that through. I've nicked the bit out of my teapot for the loose leaf tea. Just pop that through there. Give it a bit of a whirl. And that's going to get rid of all them pips and flesh and stuff like that that's in there. And I'll be left with just the juice. Give it a squeeze against the side. Make sure I've got it all. There we go. So now I have the juice and I have the zest from the other lemon. I've also popped aside, so this is my granulated sugar. I've split it just under half, so this is one's got more and this one's got less. And we're going to add the zest into the one with less. Eventually my phone's turned itself off. How annoying. Video. So I'm going to pop the zest in there with that. Give it a little swizzle. Sorry for the noise. I hate the way these bowls make this noise. I should use my spatula really. And then that's ready for the top. Okay, so into a pan I am adding the lemon juice from the second lemon and the remaining granulated sugar. I'm going to pop that on a nice low heat. Pop it on number 3, I think. And we are just going to turn this into a syrup. So we're just going to keep going until all that sugar has dissolved. Okay, so the sugar is now pretty much dissolved. So I'm just going to pour the syrup in. Technically I could have left it a little bit longer, but I'm not too concerned about it being perfect. And I don't want to lose any volume. So I've got a lovely lemon syrup there. I'm going to get this pan straight into some very hot water because this will stick. Okay, so the cake is now done. Just going to pop it over onto this little tray I have set out for it. Turn off the oven. And then I'm going to go around the cake and just prick it. Normally you would use a cocktail stick, but I don't have any of those. So I'm going to go in with my knife and just prick it. Just like that. Beautiful. And then I'm going to dust it over with the sugar and lemon zest. Yes, there's quite a lot of this. Oh my lord. Can't wait to have some of this. So delicious. And then I'm going to keep just a tiny bit in there. I'm going to drizzle over the lemon syrup. That's going to find its way into all those little holes that we made. There we go. And then I'm going to give it a final little sugar and zest sprinkle. Now this is the hard bit. I've now got to wait for this to cool before I can have some. But there we go. Lemon drizzle cake, guys. Ta-da! Okay, so it's 11 o'clock and I am really, really hungry. So I decided to have a very, very early lunch. My daughter also has to go to work soon. So we are going to tuck into this together. Lovely. this is the cake all finished. I have just had a piece with a cup of tea. I was supposed to film it, but I was rather distracted by the goodness of the cake. It came out amazing. I'm really, really happy with it. I was also somewhat distracted, as I'm sure you've seen by the footage. I can't see them at the moment, but there were loads of starlings out in the back garden, and I spent a good hour watching them. So yeah, got a little bit distracted, but this is gorgeous. I've put the recipe on the short. You'll probably see the short before you see this video. The recipe's on there, but I will also put it in the description of this video too. Well worth doing. So that is going to be it for me today. I spent a little bit too much time watching the starlings in the garden, and not enough time actually doing stuff and getting it filmed. I've got to go to work very, very shortly now, so I don't have any more time. I might try and get some footage tonight. I might try and get some of the upstairs house tour done, but I've got to clean first because it's not bad up there, but you know, when you're doing a house tour you want it to look nice. So anyway, thank you for spending the morning with me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I think I'm going to be cheeky and get one more piece of cake before I go to work, because I suspect there's not going to be any of that left by the time that I get home. And I will see you in the next video, which should now be the house tour. It's about 60% done. So yeah, I'll go through the house and kind of show you as it is at the moment and kind of plans for the future and stuff like that. So I'm excited to get that video out for you, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye.